this point, I'm sure you're aware of what just happened in our industry. If you're on social media, it's pretty much impossible. Things changed overnight. Well, kind of overnight. They changed, but the stay of execution, it's been delayed until July. Now, the lawsuit has made it so that the seller agent fee and the buyer agent fee has been decoupled. I've gotten a couple good laughs with people saying that nothing is going to change and to control your controllables and get back to the phone and call that lead. But how can you say that nothing has changed when there's a good chance that if you haven't changed the way you do business, that when your buyer finds a house that they love, you won't be offered any compensation for your time and resources spent to acquire, nurture, and work that client. My question is, as an agent that works for a traditional model like Coldwell Banker or Compass that has lower splits, or someone that pays a monthly mortgage payment at a RE/MAX, how are they going to be able to compete with an agent that works for a lower per transaction cost and lower cap rate brokerage? You're questioning, how so, right? The game has changed in a couple ways with the decoupling of these fees in this transaction. It's now a game that is all about value and a person's ability to demonstrate that value. It's a game of competition at its finest. Capitalism, it's been unleashed in our industry. You're going to see a barrage of agents look to adjust their compensation models and do things to offer potential buying clients more value. Think like moving trucks. Heck, why not? This way, that potential client chooses to work with them over another agent because the days of 70% of buyers working with the first agent that they meet, that's gone. Buyers paying for the services will be front and center. This means they will be more price, experience, and resource conscientious. Now that they are paying, they are going to demand the best. It's so stupid because they were always paying, they just couldn't see the money. Think about it, just for a quick second. The buyer would come to the closing table with a boatload of cash, right? They would then give it to the seller, who then divides it up and pays the agent, the lawyers, and even the state in the form of a transfer tax. But whose money were they paying everyone with? The buyers! That's why I find this all so funny. The buyer has always paid the fee. So back to my question. Will an agent from a traditional brokerage be able to compete? Maybe, yeah. That's a hard maybe, actually. Just hang with me for 1 second. The starting splits at Coldwell Banker are 60-40 with the 8% royalty. At KW is 70-30 with the 6% royalty fee. To make life easy on a $10,000 commission, that means a firm like Coldwell is taking the first nearly 45% or $4,500. At KW, that is nearly the first 35% or $3,420 of the deal. At RE/MAX, I feel like it's even worse. Yeah, they only take $500, but you have to pay that fee that feels like the equivalent of a second mortgage, whether you sell something or not that month. So if you're an agent at one of these places, how are you going to compete in this new world when you have to offer more value to the potential buyer, but the house, they're taking 35 to 45%. Compare this to the agents who are only paying 20% at a company like EXP, or even agents like me at Real that are paying 15%. To put it another way, the agents at those lower cost brokerages have an extra $2,500 to $3,000 to invest in their business per $10,000 transaction. I'll say it because it seems like so few will, but not everyone's going to make it. Those that make it will be the best trained and have the most resources. It's a dogfight, and the people that you are fighting with are your fellow comrades that were sitting right next to you at your most recent rah-rah sales event. If you're serious about leveling up, if you are serious about being one of the agents that actually make it, then you need to prepare for the soon-to-be all-out war. You need every advantage that you can get. I personally made the move over to Real so that I could reduce my expenses, become more lean in order to offer the consumer more options and better resources. If you're interested in learning more about how to bulletproof your business and prepare for the changing market that's coming next, then let's chat. Confidentially, of course. You can give me a call at 617-775-7687, and all my other contact information, it's in the description below, right down there. Until next time.